All right. Gosh, what were we here to do? I don't even fucking remember. I know Rachel's dead.
She's not dead.
Rachel had just been shot in the head. Everybody else had been killed by zombie vampires.
Yeah.
I think I'm still alive.
I wasn't injured in the slightest.
That's because you're already dead.
True. But the important thing is...
It's not how you died, it's the friends you killed along the way.
All right. Hello and welcome back, listeners. My name is Ben. I'm here with Rosemary, Austin, Trisha, Ed, and Nick S. And we are the Rogue Valley Roleplayers. We're here to play Valley of Famine using the Deadlands Reloaded rules system via Savage Worlds Adventure Edition. We've updated, mostly. Still cherry picking a lot of rules there, but Savage Worlds Adventure Edition and Deadlands Reloaded are property of Pinnacle Entertainment Group. Check them out if you've never heard of them. Awesome
if you
game.
want to play a game, you need to check out the Pinnacle.
Yep, that's right. That's right. The Pinnacle of Tabletop Gaming. I actually would probably agree with that statement. So,
I like Savage Worlds.
yeah, Savage Worlds rules. Yeah, this is episode 1 of season 2. We're back for God knows how long until I lose the gaming space for an undetermined amount of time. Anyway, I am the marshal of this game, running the show as it were. My name is Ben, if you hadn't picked up on that. If you somehow haven't picked up on that in almost 2 years of this podcast.
It's been 2 years?
It's getting on towards it. It's not 2 years of Valley of Famine, but we've been off and on for about 2 years.
That's cool. I'm Rosemary, playing Deputy Rachel Jane Kennedy.
Who is totally dead.
Who's not dead.
I'm Austin playing Macario the Clown, who has somehow developed massive muscles under a pile of vampire bodies.
Ooh. I'm Trisha, and I'm playing Chen Mei. I am a fixer for the railroad. And Ben also forgot to mention that Porthos, the lab, is with us, and he is a very good dog.
He is a very good doggo. He is the best. And you may hear him from time to time as he is a lab.
I am Ed. I am playing Railin Daisy Gilmore, the weird scientist.
I am Nick S. I am playing Haru Matsuhara, the samurai.
And when last we left off, it's been a while, hasn't it? A night train came rolling into the Rogue Valley, stopped at the Medford station, and unleashed its deadly cargo of Nosferatu. And our heroes led a valiant defense against the vampires. Many were gravely injured, including Deputy Rachel Kennedy, who was, when she came to, she was helped up by U.S. Federal Malcolm Locke, who helped her over to a horse, not Oakley, just a horse.
Oh, okay.
And then the last thing that the deputy remembers is Malcolm Locke cocking the hammer on his Lamont pistol and saying, "Sorry about this, deputy," before pulling the trigger. And we'll catch you all next time. No. Short episode. Yeah, it's dawn. Everyone's picking up the pieces. We're going to revisit a couple of folks because a bunch of characters were incapacitated at the end of our season finale. Daisy. So you blew up the train with your satchel explosive that you made. The explosion knocked you down. You were fighting off some more vampires. And one of them clawed you really badly, and you saw this like knot of vampires, this group of vampires rushing towards you, and you were pretty sure that that was it. You were done. And just before unconsciousness took you, you saw a figure on horseback come plowing through those vampires, kind of scattering them.
Was it my daddy?
No.
Oh.
You seem so disappointed.
Oh, I would have found him.
But no, the last thing you heard was Jonathan's voice, kind of crying out some sort of war cry.
A war cry, like a rebel yell.
Not a rebel yell, no. Just more like a ah. Yeah, Macario, you just kind of got knocked down. One of your scarecrows that you set up, that's not a scarecrow, but it's a scarecrow, kind of fell over you and kept you hidden from the vampires so they didn't finish you off.
Wonderful. What a heroic and what a heroic Macario moment that was.
Chen Mei, you got struck down as well, but a couple of the Iron Dragon railroad warriors kind of closed ranks around you, and they kept you protected while someone dragged you to safety away from the battle. And Haru, you never got knocked down. You were there carrying the day
Being a badass.
in the battle. And now it is dawn. Rises on a blood-stained rogue valley. And everyone except for Rachel has regained consciousness in one form or another. Rachel has moved on to the next life.
No, she's not dead.
What are you guys doing?
I'd honestly be going to look for everybody, seeing how everybody.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah, you find Daisy being tended to by Jonathan. Jonathan probably has some minor scrapes and scratches, but nothing major.
okay. Oh, Daisy, good to see you make it out alive.
He's a
Haru.
very good dog.
You are, well, I was about to say alive, but
I am, well, yes. Have you seen Macario, Rachel, or Chen Mei?
I haven't seen no one but you and Jonathan here yet.
How about you, Jonathan? Have you seen the others yet?
I haven't taken the time to look. I've been taking care of Daisy here.
Then I shall continue searching for them.
I hope they're all right. It was another bit of that weirdness I never wanted to see again.
I'm so glad you bought your dog that squeaky thing.
I have no regrets.
No regrets.
No, it's not regrettable. It's like the best thing ever.
What are you doing, Macario? You wake up, you sit up, you brush the straw and whatnot out of your face.
So he's basically looking around for his friends, of course, and seeing to the injured as best he can, trying to wrap him up. But he's no doctor. He's just a clown.
Got someone you're triaging that you've just mummified in bandages.
It'll stop the bleeding.
Well, that takes care of that scratch.
And I think he'll eventually notice Haru and Daisy and walk over.
Okay.
Oh, good. You are alive. Where's the deputy? I have not seen her.
I was just about to go looking
know.
for her and yourself. It's good that you've come out not scathed.
Your grease paint's a little smudged, but
Well, I always try to look my best, but some days you have a bad hair day, no?
look at my hair.
I'm just picturing her with like the wild hair now all
Oh
about
no,
her.
it's zombie guts.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Vampire guts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty gross. A lot of people everywhere trying to check on the fallen. Some people are doing corpse disposal. Valerie Rose and the other person whose name escapes me. Alexander Corbin are kind of doing the rounds, talking to people, trying to get the story. Sheriff Ross is trying to keep people organized. He looks like he's a little out of his depth, but he's doing the best he can. He keeps kind of looking over like, where's the fucking deputy?
She can't be dead.
Need some goddamn help here.
So I'd like to do a search for the deputy. Can I
Okay.
roll something?
Yeah, roll a notice there.
She did run off of the train platform into the town.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Not so much. You still got wounds. You've got 3 wounds. Those of you who were incapacitated.
I'll go ahead and roll a notice as well.
Okay.
Got a 5.
So 5. You don't see the deputy anywhere, but you do see her dog. Scout's kind of running around looking very agitated.
Well, there's Deputy Dog. Maybe we should try to wrestle him in.
Where is...
So far, my dog is a doctor and a deputy now.
You can be both.
No quieres las dos?
Doctor or
Yeah.
deputy doctor dog.
Yep,
Or doctor deputy dog.
I like that.
Where is Rachel, Scout? Can you find her?
Oh, that's right. I'm a scout.
Did she fall down a well? Which never happened to little Timmy.
Yeah, Scout is pretty agitated. And he keeps like looking at you and then turning and running off down the street and then stopping and coming back.
I'd follow him.
Comes running up,
I'd
kind of snarls at you.
follow where he goes to the end of the street.
Yeah, he's leading you towards out of town, and that's about when that nasty voice in your head decides to pipe up. And Lazarus Black sounds tired, sounds exhausted. Says, "Listen here, son. I don't know what you're planning to do, but I need to get some shut-eye, if you know what I mean. You done been up all night long fighting fucking vampires."
You can sleep when we find Rachel.
Or we can sleep now, and the deputy, if she's still alive, will take care of herself.
No, I will find her.
I don't agree. We're gonna take a nap now. And, let's see, what's your spirit there?
D12.
D12, so he gets a D12 plus 1. I'm gonna roll for Dominion. And he's gonna use every gem Hadar at his disposal.
That's not good.
You win.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Can you not Benny those rolls? I mean,
I'm going to try to...
Got a 9. You gotta beat a 9.
Gotta beat a 9.
Uh-huh.
Nope.
Alright, so you lose a point of Dominion. I think you were at +1 before, so you go down to 0. And yeah, you black out.
Suddenly, Haru just thud to the
Nope.
ground.
Nope.
Oh, blackout?
You black out. You don't know what's going on.
oh, this is bad.
Who was there with Haru?
Me and
Macario.
at least.
Chen Mei, are you there as well?
No, I went to the office for the Iron Dragon to
Okay.
kind of check in with people and find out more about what's going on.
Yeah, I see Lan Hui is kind of dealing with people asking questions, trying to help direct things. Looking pretty overwhelmed. Macario and Daisy, you're following Haru when he kind of suddenly stops, looks around, cracks his neck, and then heads off towards the Jacksonville Inn.
Is that which way the dog's going?
Nope.
Oh.
Haru, where are you going?
Dog's going this way.
Haru?
He doesn't respond.
I'll stumble up to him and lay a hand on his shoulder and try to turn him around.
Ooh.
Okay, here we go.
What do you need from me?
I need you to roll a fighting roll there because Haru turns around with a nasty glare in his eyes and a mean right hook.
Oh boy.
Blow it.
Oh yeah.
15.
15.
+2 because he's got the drop. 17.
That's gonna be +4 because of the drop.
Oh, is it +4?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
So I reckon that hits with a raise.
Oh yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll your strength.
3. Oh. Do I?
Yep. So you got a raise, so you roll it d6.
4.
So that's 8 points of damage. He takes you by surprise and
So
clocks you across the jaw.
I think that just shakes me because my toughness is 6.
Okay. Yeah.
So, yeah, Macario basically falls on his butt with a look of shock on his face and doesn't even know how to respond to that.
Yeah.
I'm like, Haru, what the hell are you doing?
Getting some goddamn shut-eye.
We gotta find Rachel. And Scout's going this way.
If she's alive, she'll keep. There's no rush.
How can you say this? He finally gets up.
She's our friend.
She will be fine. She is a tough one. I need sleep. I dead tired.
Well, Macario, should we follow Scout then?
We have to find the deputy. Time is of the essence. I don't care what Haru says.
All right, let's go. Maybe we should find Chen Mei as well. Do we know what happened to Chen Mei at this point? We've probably been asking around, so people know where she is.
Yeah.
We should find Chen Mei. We should get Graves. I can barely stand. I don't know about you, but
Oh, look at me. Not all this blood on me is zombies.
And Graves is right there. He's probably
Yeah.
like helping you walk.
oh, and the sheriff. We should get the sheriff.
Yeah, we didn't really get the sheriff yet, did we?
Oh my god. That'd be great. You guys could tell the sheriff what Haru did. He'd be like, wait a minute.
Well, guess we gotta go put him down. Thought Rosemary was gonna be making a new character, but turns out it's Nick.
Yeah, so I guess we'll head around town and try to collect everybody.
Okay. Yeah, you find Chen Mei easily enough. Now, whether you can recruit her to your cause is another question entirely.
Chen Mei?
Yeah, that's a very Chen Mei move too.
Miss May?
That was a power move right there.
Yeah.
Do you
What?
all like?
I feel really
Did
disempowered.
you come find me at the railroad
Yeah, we
office?
did.
Oh,
We
okay.
heard you were there.
I didn't think that
We
you
come
guys
for
were.
you.
Okay.
You're
Yes.
included.
Yes, Macario.
That was a power move, though. It was like I don't care. I'm exhausted. I don't care.
Yeah, I feel like Chen Mei's probably sitting in the corner meditating and just like ignoring everyone.
The deputy is missing, and we wanted to ask your help. I'm not feeling very good, and neither is Daisy, and we have to find her.
How did she go missing?
We don't know, but her dog is going out of town. Like something took her out.
Her dog is going out of town?
Yes.
I'm really confused. Can somebody else explain to me what Macario is saying?
Scout's trying to lead us out of town to go find where Rachel went.
Okay, the dog is trying to take us to Rachel. I have a little bit of business here to finish up. If you can give me about half an hour, I will join you to follow Scout.
That will do. We're going to get other help. but we'll come grab you. Yeah, so then I guess Daisy will lead us to wherever she saw Graves, probably.
What was that?
Daisy will probably take us to Graves.
Oh, Graves is already
Graves is
yeah.
with us.
Oh, okay. And then the sheriff?
Okay, yeah, you find Ross. Is, still trying to organize things, looking harried and tired. He looks, Macario? Where the fuck is Rachel?
Her dog is taking us out of town. We think something drug her away, maybe.
What?
Yeah, we were hoping you would know where she was, but we think Scout knows where she is.
Fuck. That is some shitty timing. Where the hell is Haru?
He ran, well, yeah, got tired and we had to go back to the inn.
He punched me in the face.
I was trying to leave that out. That's idiot.
He what?
I don't know why. Bad mood.
We just got in a big fight and he was tired and I just think he,
Oh, fuck.
Not Ross's night.
Well, that is some real shitty news. And, oh, man. Alright. I'll go handle Haru.
Handle with a bullet to the dome.
Oh, God.
You get some supplies together, get your horses, get ready to follow the dog, and find where the deputy is. Has anyone seen Locke?
I don't remember who that is, Sheriff.
He was here with the battle. He was the federal marshal,
good looking fella.
I suppose.
Good looking fella.
If you like that kind of thing.
Graves is kind of giving you like, hey, look.
I ain't dead. I can look.
I give him that like, oh, you know.
Not the best looking fella, just a good looking one.
I'm a lot more charismatic than I used to be now, though.
Yeah.
These new rules.
Uh-huh.
But I still, draw your ears off about Lemurians while spitting tobacco in your face. So. Woo!
Right. We'll try and find out where Locke is. He can probably help us get your stuff together. Like I said, I'll go handle Haru.
No big deal.
All right. Give me some notice or persuasion rolls to ask about Malcolm Locke.
Notice or persuasion. I am better at one of those than the other, so.
I got a 6 to persuade people to talk about him.
All right.
So have I officially finished up my business at the Iron Dragon and I'm with them now?
Yeah.
Okay, then.
No one's really seen sign of Locke. One person does say they think they saw him and the deputy riding out of town. Figured they were going to Jacksonville to get help.
You saw them riding out of town?
Yeah. Like on horseback?
Okay.
Deputy looked kind of funny, but I figured she got hurt in the battle or something.
With a look of paranoia, he rushes off to find Daisy.
Now, did we actually see Rachel get shot?
Nope.
Okay, that's what I thought.
And I got a 4 on my
I'm
notice.
feeling
to
both of our
whatever.
characters.
Okay, yeah, you kind of get the same... You get the sense that Malcolm Locke is not in town.
Okay. And Scout was trying to lead us towards Jacksonville?
Yeah, kind of ish. Westerly.
And you were running off to Jacksonville then too, then, huh?
Yep.
Oh, that's right. You were riding off towards Jacksonville, so you'd be along the way.
So
Perfect.
is Scout actually going to be like? Do we believe that Scout will reliably lead us to Rachel, or Is he just gonna like lead us out into the woods and then start rolling around in like the dead carcass of a deer?
Maybe. It's entirely possible.
He's been a decent tracker before.
Well, that's a
but-
pit stop. The deer rolling is a pit stop, but he'll eventually lead us there.
Okay.
Track,
Maybe
track,
he
track,
is
track,
a
track.
dog.
Roll in deer. Track, 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 track. Roll another deer.
Track,
He on-
squirrel.
He on 5 trees.
Hopefully, with the information we had, yeah, it seems like he wants to lead us. And now, even if he doesn't lead us to Jacksonville, we'll go there. That's where we were told she might be.
But maybe my body's actually bleeding out in the woods by the deer carcass.
Oh,
This
they
guy
use the
wants
deer
to go
carcass to,
rolling.
yeah.
Your dog's gonna roll on your dead carcass.
Yeah.
Oh god.
You used the present tense there, like Rachel was in the process of bleeding out versus bled out.
It's
Well-
gonna be okay.
You continue to bleed a short time after death.
Don't have my dog roll in my body, please.
Eat your body.
So my cat.
No, I have that conversation with my cats regularly. That I know that if I die, and they'll eat my corpse.
Rachel in bits.
Oh no.
So you find Daisy, Macario.
Okay. I talked with a woman, said she saw Daisy and the marshal, the federal man, riding out of town.
To where?
I don't know, to find help?
Daisy's
That
like, wait a minute, I'm
Wait,
Daisy.
right?
Yeah.
I'm a little confused.
I knew what he was saying because
Yes.
I'm Daisy.
Sorry, Rachel is what I meant to say. Yeah, I don't know what I was saying. But anyway, yeah. This is a weird thing. React.
Well, Scout was leading us that way too, so maybe we should head that way. Once we when we meet the sheriff and let him know this information.
Well, the sheriff goes riding by at breakneck speed.
Let us find our horses and follow.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, I figured we got our stuff.
We're going to skip forward. So you get your horses and you kind of start to follow out after. Haru, you come to with a black-barreled Colt Walker in your face. You're lying on the ground. You don't know how you got there. But Ross is standing over you with that gun cocked and ready.
Hello, Sheriff. How did I get here? I was going to go look for Rachel.
You slipped up, son. You let your demon get the better of you.
He is much stronger than I thought.
Can't be lax. These things, they have to recharge their batteries every night. Like, you know, if you push them, they tend to get a bit ornery. More so than usual.
I care more about Rachel than myself. If you have to kill me, you follow me. I'm going to find Rachel.
Well, I reckon your friend will be along in a minute. I just wanted to make sure you were in your right state of mind when you did. Sounds like you gave Macario a pretty good crack to the jaw.
And I will beg for forgiveness.
Right, well, I can't push my demon any further. You go ahead and do the best you can, but you're going to have to rest sooner or later. A couple hours at least. You go bring the deputy back, and I'll try and keep things safe here.
I will leave you to it, Sheriff.
All right. He holsters his gun, uncocks the hammer.
Gun safety.
Yep, without, just pulling the trigger on your face.
Crack-a-plow.
Holsters it, helps you up to your feet, and you're about to step away and get back to your horse. Coon's grazing some of your body. It looks like he caught up to you. You have no idea how you got out in the middle of nowhere, except for the fact that he told you your demon got in charge. Looks like he rode up and knocked you down to the ground and basically beat the shit out of you until the demon relinquished control.
I don't feel pain.
You don't feel pain,
I
so
was,
yeah.
I was like,
My nose doesn't go that way.
Yeah, you pop your nose back into place.
Slide the jaw back.
Click your jaw back and
yeah.
you know, you're about to head back to your horse when Ross, the man named Kane, grabs you, pulls you back and says, "You find my deputy and you bring her back alive."
I intend to, Sheriff.
Good. Can't do this job by myself. Someone's got to do the paperwork. It ain't gonna be me from now on.
And I head back into Jacksonville area, or like wherever, you know.
Yeah, you're probably like halfway there or something, and the rest of the group kind of catches up with you.
Macario, I'm in it.
Talk to me from over there, Haru.
I was not okay. I did not mean to strike you. Please forgive me. I have been out of sorts.
It is nothing. I'm glad you're here to help us. We need to get moving though. The time's wasting.
I understand. I just wanted to apologize for my outburst. Apparently there's some parts to my condition that I am still getting used to. I suggest if you notice a change in my attitude like that again, to just give me distance or shoot me. Either one.
You really want us to shoot you? If that happens.
I won't shoot you, Haru, but I will hog tie you and slap you around a little until you wake up.
That's an acceptable alternative. Let us find the deputy, wasting no more time.
And you saddle up, you take off, scouts in the lead, following a trail that only he seems to see. Deputy, you're in that dark, dusty land.
Oh, fuck.
Something is dragging you across it. You see that beacon, that lighthouse growing further and further away. Its guiding light dimming as you are dragged by the hair across the dusty plain.
She's scrambling at the ground. She's screaming in terror.
And you manage to kind of twist your head around and look up, and you know who's got you.
Yeah.
And it's that demonic form of your husband, Paul Flint, dragging you by your hair, and he's loping along at a crazy speed. And you can kind of almost see in the darkness 4 mountainous figures growing in the shadow and the darkness, and there's like a red haze that's starting to glow and build. You see lightning strikes illuminating the skyline. It looks all sorts of horrible. And then you look back down where you're being dragged across that dusty plain, and you see the fading light of the beacon, and you see another figure, another shape, wolf-like, glowing golden, bounding after you. It's drawn closer, but it's not closing the distance.
So she's she's struggling, she's sobbing, she's terrified out of her mind, and she's just looking for any way to escape. She's like looking at this wolf, just trying, like reaching a hand out towards it, like begging, like help me, you know. help, help! And she's just totally screaming, like hysterical. She's like reaching up behind her, trying to break his grip on her hair.
And that wolf's bounding closer, and it gets close. The demon picks up speed, and it's running, it's breakneck, and you're being, you're just broken and beaten by the dusty ground that you're being dragged along.
No!
And the last thing you hear before darkness consumes you is a child's voice. I'm coming, Mom. And you wake up and it's night. There's a fire crackling. And the first thing you notice is that you hurt just all over, like you've been shot.
Why do I suspect that's because I have been shot?
And the second thing you notice is that you've got manacles on. Feet and your hands are bound in irons. And sitting across the fire from you, playing with that silver dollar, is Malcolm Locke.
So I kind of imagine it like she kind of comes to slowly, and then, you know, how when you, like, you come to, and then like it all comes back to her, and then she's like,
Evening, Deputy.
Malcolm, what's going on?
Well,
What? She notices the shackles. What the fuck are these?
those are manacles. Some folk call them handcuffs.
I know what they are.
Chains.
Why are they on?
Irons.
What's going on?
Fetters, if you want to get biblical.
What? Where? The town? Where? And she just gives him this, like, she doesn't even know where to begin, kind of.
Well, I apologize for the deception, but I ain't a duly appointed U.S. federal marshal. I'm a bounty hunter.
Want to run that by me again?
I'm forgetting something. Grab a coin out of here. Oh wait, I got bennies. I can use these. My role-playing, he's rolling that coin, that silver dollar, across his,
She's kind of watching
his knuckles.
It track across his knuckles.
A bounty hunter. I go after bounties. I find them, live or dead. Depends. Not always the same for everyone. I bring them back in to whoever has posted the bounty. Usually it's the government, be it the Confederacy or the Union. And then they pay me money. That's how bounty hunting works.
She's gonna just give him like, yeah, I know the fuck how bounties work.
Well, you asked me to run it past you again.
What?
So
what does that have to do with why? Who?
Well, Mrs. Flint.
And her like color's gonna drain at that. Don't you?
Your husband misses you something awful. At least I think he does.
What do you call me?
Your married name.
I ain't married.
Mr. Paul Flint begs to differ.
That son of a bitch can go straight to hell.
He might have. Not really sure about that, but, that is something that the two of you can discuss in person after I've gotten paid.
She's gonna lunge to her feet and just try to run away.
Yeah, okay, alright. Okay.
I mean, yeah, like
I don't know what the rules are, but if your ankles are manacled, that's like...
I know it's gonna be hard, but yeah, she wants to
You
just
get
run
up,
away.
you start running best you can.
Yeah.
And, you look over your shoulder once, back to see if he's coming after you, and he's not. The fire He's not there.
Not there.
And when you turn around, he's standing right in front of you, holding that silver dollar, and he kind of just like pushes you back hard, and you fall on the ground. And I'd take it as a kindness if you didn't try and do that again. Can we agree that I don't need to use another ghost bullet on you?
She's shocked because she's still wounded from this fight.
Uh-huh.
And now she's seen him at the fire, and now he's somehow over there. And she's just basically in shock.
All right.
She's
Come on. Pulls you back up.
no.
And
I can't
he's
go
mostly
back.
trying to help you walk back to the fire, but he drags you if he has to.
Yeah, he's probably gonna have.
Okay,
to
he
drag
drags
her
you
a bit.
back, drops you down by the fire.
And she's gonna at this point look kind of for her guns.
Yeah, your guns are gone.
Yeah, I figured.
Like your gun belt is gone.
Everyone else, Haru, Daisy, Macario,
Still fighting vampires last I saw.
Ross.
Yeah, that's a funny one. He ain't quite what he seems.
Yeah, well, you ain't quite what you seem either.
I wonder if there's a bounty on him. He sure looks like he's got a load of secrets to keep. Anything you want to share?
Stay the fuck away from my friends.
I hope you know it's nothing personal.
Oh, it's personal.
That's what they all say. Really, it's just about the money. I mean, it's not really my kind of bounty I collect on. But your husband, was he a man of wealth when you before you ran off from him?
I can't rightly say. He didn't talk to me about money.
Hmm.
But if it's money you're interested in, I got plenty. What's he paying you?
How much you got?
What's he paying you?
A hefty sum. Apparently he misses you real bad.
Well,
And
I can make it worth your while.
Can you? Because Flint don't seem like a man to cross. I would surely hate to get on his bad side, as you seem to have. Probably shouldn't have sent them telegraphs
Telegraphs?
asking about your husband. Sounds like you care just a little bit still. I'm just taking a guess. I don't really know.
You don't know anything about me. Or Paul. That son of a
Oh, I
bitch.
definitely don't know. Well, no, I know more than I care to know about your husband. Why'd you even marry him in the first place? Stone cold son of a bitch like that?
He wasn't always like that.
Was he? Hard to imagine. I've had a conversation or two with him.
He wasn't always. Just, I don't know when he just went cold. But I'm begging you, let me go.
Like I said, it's nothing personal. I respect you. Like I said, we worked together for a bit. Semi-similar professions. I mean, mine's mostly bounty hunting. But work with the law pretty often. But Flint made me an offer I couldn't refuse, and I'm a little bit too scared to cross him.
Then you're just as bad as he is.
Well, some fancy guns you've got here. Might not have taken the job if Flynn told me you was a hexslinger like me.
And then this like kind of dawning look of like, oh, things clicking into place. I see.
I hazard a guess when I saw your pistols when we first met. But when you handed me that long shot special and I saw the runes carved on the bullet, I knew what I was dealing with. Knew I had to be real careful.
Yeah, well, one of these days you're going to find a bullet with your name on it.
I'm sure this doesn't come as a surprise to you, but not the first time I've heard that. Probably not going to be the last. Anyway, it's getting late. We've got a little ways to travel tomorrow, so I recommend getting some shut-eye.
Fine. She's going to roll over. Well, she doesn't actually want to fall asleep, though.
Uh-huh. Give me a vigor roll, because you were up all night,
That's true.
and you were fighting, and you got hurt.
Yeah.
But she got some ghost bullet time.
I don't think that counts as proper rest.
6 minus 3 is 3. I'm going to Benny that. Nope. So I guess she actually does.
Yeah,
She's
exhaustion
like
overtakes you.
She's trying to like wait him out for him to fall asleep because then she thinks like, oh, I'm going to escape.
And he's just sitting there,
But
and
it's like she's so exhausted and wounded that she falls asleep kind of without meaning to.
and you kind of see, like, you roll over so you can keep an eye on him while you're pretending to be asleep before you do fully fall asleep. And you can see him trying to keep this sort of smug, confident air about him. But there's a hint of fatigue and a hint of doubt in his face as he's sitting there. He's rolling that. He's playing with that silver dollar, rolling it across his fingers, and he's thinking. And he doesn't. It just doesn't look like what's going on is setting all of that well with him, despite
What he said.
what he said.
Okay.
Like, maybe that money just isn't quite that good for what he's gotten himself into.
His morals are worth a little bit more.
Yeah. But you also can kind of see a bit of fear. Like, he wasn't joking. He took this job, and now he's like, oh, fuck, I better not fuck up.
Right.
Because it might be more than just losing a payday.
Right.
And we're going to come back to the rest of the posse. So you've traveled as far as you could throughout the day into the wilderness of the Rogue Valley, following where Scout leads. But eventually you get to the point where you're just too exhausted. It's getting too dark. You've pushed Lazarus Black to the breaking point. And as nightfall's coming, he's like hoarsely whispering to you, if you want to stay alive, you let me rest. I'm just about out of juice.
I hate to say it as much as I'd like to get to Rachel as soon as possible, but I need my rest again. Please.
Macario has fallen asleep on Guapito, and Guapito runs into a tree.
Well, I'm mighty tired myself. Yeah. Guess we'll pick up this trail in the morning.
Scout still like heading off unceasingly. Kind of turns around, sees you all stopping, setting up camp.
Come here.
I'll share with them some rations and.
We'll be right on her trail, I promise you, boy. We cannot go as long as you. You have the endurance of a good warrior.
He snuffs, growls again, and then plants his butt down at the edge of camp and keeps his nose pointed in the direction that he's been leading you.
Get a small campfire started, and then I lean against a tree and just
And you're
out. I crouch down, fall back against the tree, and just.
Yep. And Chen Mei is the only one who's not aware. Chen Mei, give me a notice roll.
Whatever it is, I see it very well because I got a
Yeah,
17.
Haru's not breathing. He's leaning against the tree there, and he's gone limp. He's not in a natural sleeping position or angle, and yeah, his chest isn't rising or falling.
Haru. CPR like a thing, yet it's not really a thing yet.
I don't think it is a thing.
Yeah.
I'm not sure when CPR was developed, but I don't think it was a thing.
I'm gonna walk over and kind of smack him gently on the face. Say,
Oh, he's cold to the touch.
I think Haru's dead. We should do.
What?
I think Haru's dead.
He's
Daisy,
fine.
come check him.
No, he's fine. Just wait till the morning.
Haru's all right. He's really shallow breather. He just can't tell.
He's cold. He's not just not breathing. He's also cold.
Well, it's cold outside.
It's pretty
But-
cold tonight.
But he's colder than the cold outside. This is not natural. He's dead. And I start smacking him a little bit more vigorously.
Stop that!
And then I shake him. Haru! Well, I guess we should bury him. He's dead.
No, don't bury him. Go to sleep, please.
That's what you do when somebody dies. You bury. You don't want to leave him out here for the scavengers to eat him. I mean, I guess it's better if the bears eat him than eat us while we're sleeping. But
Why would we bury him here when we can take his body back to town and give him a proper?
because he's dead. You want
Burial.
to drag a dead body around? I don't want to drag a dead body around. Why don't you just bury him here?
We've been dragging lots of bodies around. That's how we got our bounties.
Listen, if I put a blanket over his head, will that make you feel better?
No, he's still dead.
It'll keep him warm.
But it doesn't matter if he's dead.
Okay, so he's dead. We'll deal with it in the morning. Go to bed.
I don't want to leave him sitting there. Things come back to life out here. I don't want to leave a dead body. I'd rather bury him, and then at least if he comes back to life, we can hear him digging his way out of the grave.
Miss May, things do come back to life around here.
I know. That's why I want to bury him because he's dead.
Well, sometimes when they come back to life, they're not all frothing and clawy and killy.
Do I have a shovel in my musket?
I don't think so, no.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, Miss May. Oh, Haru's gonna hate me for this, but Haru is dead.
Yeah, I know. I shook him. I tried to wake him up, but he's cold.
But
he's not breathing. Clearly, he's dead. I told you he's dead.
when he wakes up, he'll be alive in the morning, and he'll be just fine. He'll be the Haru we all know.
Miss Daisy, I don't think you understand.
He stinks
how
a little, but
I don't think you understand how death works. You don't wake up. I mean, maybe your faith says he'll go to heaven and he'll wake up in heaven, but
no.
He's dead.
Unfortunately, there's a lot of things that people don't understand about the way things work.
I don't understand why you don't want to bury him.
Because he'll just claw his way out of the grave.
Well, then we'll at least hear him and we'll know that he's come back from the dead.
You'll know when he wakes up in the morning and it's not dead.
I know I'm not drunk right now, but I feel like I'm drunk because this doesn't make sense.
Did you get wounded last night? Because I'm a little woozy from all that.
No, I'm fine. But I don't understand why you want to leave a dead body sitting out where it can get eaten by scavengers. It would be more respectful to Haru to bury him.
The scavengers,
Or-
smell them.
Or burn him.
Scavengers aren't going
If
to
you
want
won't
to
let
eat
me
that.
bury him, then let me burn him. Because, Let his spirit be at peace and free from this body that doesn't serve him anymore.
For God's sake, he's not really dead. He's just dead sleeping.
Sorry.
I don't know how to say
He's
it.
gonna get burned.
Go to sleep, Chen Mei. Haru is fine. He will wake up in the morning. He will be completely normal. We don't know why it is. He just does. Is that enough for you?
No, he's dead. He won't be completely fine in the morning. He's dead. He's not breathing. He's cold. He's already starting to decay. I don't even know how he's decaying already. He's already starting to decay. I mean, I'm not an undertaker, but dead is dead. I don't understand why you all keep saying he's gonna wake up in the morning.
All of a sudden, Edgar Pittman is standing there. You needed an undertaker?
Yes.
Oh, okay. We will make a compromise because you don't believe me. I will take my rope out. I will tie Haru to the tree. If he wakes up, he will be tied to the tree and he will not be able to kill us all.
Why are you abusing his corpse?
Now, Macario, you might actually think that the thing took over again. If you tie him up, because you promised him to tie him up.
You're talking about him like he's still alive, but he's dead. Are you all still? Are you like? Are you in shock from what happened last night? I mean, like.
We fought a giant demon beast on an island. And you
understand.
don't believe me when I say that Haru will wake up in the morning?
No, I don't. I don't understand.
That's the greatest response to that situation. It's like, no, wait, hold on.
The demon beast was dead, and we fought the spirit of the demon beast.
Well, he still has his spirit. Like I said, he will wake up in the morning. He's done it like, I don't know, Daisy, 3 days now? 4 days?
Phew.
It's been a month.
few of them.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been almost a month.
Time goes so fast. So fast.
Wait, you're saying he dies every night and then he wakes up in the morning?
Yeah.
Well, it's more like sleeps.
Well, he's always dead, but sometimes he is dead and talking, and sometimes he is dead like that.
So are you saying that he has like a demon inside of him?
Yeah.
Well, then,
Yeah. Like that.
we should definitely burn him to get rid of the demon.
Well,
Well,
listen, you are getting very upset. Let us talk with him in the morning and see what he thinks.
Okay, well, you need to tie him up to the tree then.
I will tie him to the tree. I will make sure his arms are tied to the tree for you so that you can feel safe and have a good night's sleep, and we can all have a good night's sleep. Because I need a good night's sleep.
I don't expect that I'll be getting a good night's sleep with a dead person possessed by a demon in our camp, tied up or not, but...
All right, I'd like to tie Haru up to the tree.
All right, yeah, you do that, no problem. That was fucking magical, and I'm so glad we got that on the podcast. I take a Benny, all of you. Morning comes, and everyone go ahead and make vigor. Well, not you, Haru.
Not you.
But everyone make vigor rolls, minus your wounds, to see if you heal naturally.
Me included.
Mm-hmm.
now, would we have stopped and made actual healing rolls or tried to do something smarter than that before actually running off like this?
I don't know, were we?
Does anyone have the healing
I have the skill.
skill?
I don't have it any longer because I rebuilt Macario, but I think, you still do.
Okay, if you want to do that,
I don't know how successful
we'll retro back to like the golden hour period.
Okay.
But with that, you would definitely have had to have made camp at some point before catching up to.
Well, during the half hour we were waiting for what's his name?
For Haru.
No, not Haru. The Ross.
Ross. Yeah.
Do you still have my old character sheet? Because I don't think I transferred wounds over to
Well,
I did.
You had 3 wounds.
I had 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
You were in cap from last time, so.
Okay.
I got to try to heal myself, so I'm not doing -6s. Woohoo! Ha! Oh, it's not
Who knows what that one is?
Yeah.
That one's a reroll.
So it's a 12.
12 total, or
12 after the 15 total.
okay.
12 with my -3. So
Oh,
that
wow.
heals 3 wounds.
I think so. I'm not sure if that's how it's actually supposed to work, but we'll go with it.
All right. I don't know. I've never actually looked at real healing rules.
I don't really feel like looking at
All
it.
right. So yeah.
I'm sure I've got the rules right here in front of me, but you roll really well, so.
One thing I think is actually it might be a double penalty if you're healing yourself with wounds, which is weird, but I think that might be a thing that they do.
That sounds accurate.
No, he did. That's where he was getting the -6 from.
Oh,
No, I was doing -3.
Oh, okay, so it would actually be.
But it would be -6 if I was wounded and trying to heal.
No,
them.
it's a double penalty when you're trying to heal yourself.
Okay, so then
It would have been a 9.
yeah.
So 2 wounds.
Yeah.
Still pretty good.
Okay, I just looked at the rules, so it's not a per race sort of thing. A success removes 1 wound, and a raise removes 2.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
That's -2. I am happy with that.
Yeah, no, that was still a really good roll.
And now I'm only at a -4 to heal you.
Good luck.
Yeah, we'll see. Ha-ha! That's an 8. You heal 1 wound.
I'll take it. Thank you.
And then,
And then for Chen Mei.
because Chen Mei was not hurt.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah,
Oh, you were?
She had 3
Oh.
wounds.
I just didn't transfer them over to the initiate.
Okay.
Come on, baby.
That is only a 1.
Okay.
A 1.
Because it's a 5 -4. My 1 wound for 3.
Oh, yeah. So, unless you want to Benny that, then nope.
I do have blue bennies.
Add a d6 to it.
Yeah.
All right.
Need 3 or better to at least heal 1 wound. Wah, wah. 2.
So wait, you rolled a 5 plus 2 would be 7
7
minus
3.
What's your penalty?
I got a -1. She's got a -3.
So -4, 7. Yeah. Nope. All right, but you all get to make vigor rolls now, minus your wound penalties, to do some natural healing. 'Cause we're using that roll every day ability. Yeah. Morning comes, Deputy. You wake up from a nightmare tortured sleep.
Does that add a level of fatigue on top of wounds?
No,
Oh, okay.
no. It just you
For
didn't.
flavor.
For flavor, you
Oh.
didn't sleep well. Malcolm Locke is already awake. Looks like he's got breakfast going.
When she wakes up, she's gonna try to do it like quietly to not draw attention to herself.
Mhm.
It's like, is he facing her or
Yeah.
is it? Damn it. So, she's just not gonna say anything. She's just gonna watch him for a while to try to study him to see. Can she spot any like keys on him?
Make me a notice roll, minus your wounds.
Yeah, this is gonna be tough. Oh. 7 minus 3, so 4.
4.
Just a basic success.
Well, you can definitely tell us that if he has any keys, they're in a pocket or a pouch or something.
they're
They're not like dangling off his belt.
Oh, okay. She's just gonna glare at him.
Oh. Morning, Miss Flint. Feeling any better?
Not really.
Well, here's some food. Let me take a look at those wounds before we get going. I didn't have time to do much, other than some preliminary bandaging, so you didn't bleed out.
Suppose you want thanks for that.
No, I did it because you're worth more alive than dead. So you don't thank me.
Well,
Not that you were gonna, but
I know I took one in the gut. Something's bothering me on my back. Hurts pretty fierce.
well, I picked these up from a snake oil salesman. They actually work, which is pretty crazy, but wouldn't trust anything else he said he was selling. He pulls out a little pouch and pulls looks like a red colored pill, and hands it to you. Swallow that. Now I feel a good bit better pretty quick.
Why should I trust anything you say?
I mean, if you don't want to take it, I'll take it back. those were expensive. So
I mean, metagaming, I know that's probably going to help Rachel, but I feel like she doesn't want to take anything from him at this point, so she's just going to shove it back into his hand.
Puts it back in the pouch. Suit yourself. I reckon you won't bleed out, and if you're hurting, you're less likely to make trouble. Because I know that you'll be at a -3 to all the things you do.
She wants to, like, she wants to wait till there's, like, a moment where his back might be, where he might not just, like, have her in his full sights. Is there any such opportunity?
Sure,
like that?
at a certain point, like, he eats, but he gives you some food. Do you
Yeah,
anything
she'll
with
eat
it?
the food,
Okay.
because she's not suicidal. Like, she knows she needs to eat.
And then he's, like, saddling up, packing up all the gear.
While
and
he's
horses.
packing up, she wants to look for a rock on the ground
Okay.
that she might be able to, like, slip into a pocket, or just to
What
kind of, like, tuck in.
size of a rock? What are we looking for here?
A size where she can smack him on the head with it.
Yeah, you can find one. I don't think you can slip into a pocket if it's big enough to conk him on the head with.
Or, like,
Maybe like a baseball-sized rock.
yeah, like, just like a, that she can,
Sure.
that she could hide somewhere on her person. It doesn't necessarily have to be a pocket, although I don't know what she would have. Is she still wearing her duster?
You can stick it in your waistband or something.
Yeah, you're probably still wearing your duster.
Okay. Just like something she could, like, tuck under, then maybe. Just
Okay.
keep out of sight. I don't know. If roll a notice for that, or stealth, or
Yeah, roll stealth.
this is gonna be tough. Yeah, that's a fail.
As a fail. All right. Yeah, you're trying to tuck it away just as he turns and kind of. All right. I saw. Drop the rock.
She's gonna fling the rock at him.
Okay. Roll athletics.
This is also gonna be bad.
Unless you blow it up a million times.
Right.
I was really glad he didn't give you no healing
No.
pill.
That's a fail.
Yeah, he kind of jerks out of the way. Really?
Yeah, I aim to fight you tooth and nail all the way back.
Well, that's fair. But I have to ask you to get up on the horse before I have to use another ghost bullet.
She's just gonna sit there and she's gonna stubbornly cross her arms.
Pulls his Lamont, slips a bullet into the first chamber, collects it into place, cocks the hammer.
And she's just going, "You goddamn son of a bitch."
I guess the question you got to ask yourself, is that a ghost bullet in there? Or is it a loaded for bear?
Death is better than going back.
Oh, you called my bluff. It's a ghost bullet.
All right. But does he hit with it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you wake back up, you're manacled to the horse, riding along.
And she's like, "Son of a bitch."
Told ya. So the rest of you, Haru, you wake up and you're tied to a tree.
Chen Mei's
Did it
standing
come
up.
back out again? Did I hurt anybody else?
Oh, you're awake, Haru. Here, I'll untell you. No, you didn't hurt anybody. We had to tell Chen Mei that you were a dead man.
Sure, just put something in the epitaph next time, why don't you? So everybody can fucking know. Sorry.
You weren't breathing and you were cold. I was going to bury you or burn your body. Would that have been better?
We kept her from burning her body. Haru.
Don't try to burn my body.
Well, you were dead, and I wanted to dispose of your corpse and let your spirit go to the beyond.
Listen, if you...
She's downright unfriendly. I say we shoot her first.
So if they hadn't told me that you had a demon inside of you, I would have burned your corpse to keep the scavengers out of camp and to let you be free from your body.
Haru, Chen Mei's been fighting with us. She ought to know.
Clearly they're your friends. We'll kill them last.
I have headache. I don't actually have headache, but I have a headache.
Glad to be of service.
Look, Chen Mei.
Well, I did smack you upside the head pretty hard last night. Trying to get you to breathe.
I did not notice.
I know you didn't. That's why I was gonna bury you. Or burn you.
We can all admit that we have seen weird things. I'm just another one on the list.
So how do I know you're not gonna hurt us?
You don't.
Well, that's not encouraging me to not burn you.
Trust that if something happens, there will be signs. There will be a way to know if it's me or if it's not me.
What are the signs?
Haru kind of looks like he's looking over his shoulder at somebody else.
Yeah, you look over your shoulder and you see Lazarus Black standing there, kind of ghostly looking in that burnt black skin, flesh weeping blood. And he just kind of grins at you.
You've spent some time with me already, and you know that I try to be a good person, charming, friendly, protective of all of you. The other, not so much. He may act, but it will not be sincere.
You wound me, sir.
Good.
Also, if Haru punches you in the face, it is probably not Haru.
Well, if that happens, I will burn your body.
Do what you feel is necessary. Know that the other will retaliate to protect his own life.
Right, the pyromaniac goes first. Would you let her know it's nothing personal, just self-preservation?
I believe I already did so. Now be silent.
No.
For now, it is me, and I will do everything in my power to make sure he does not come out again.
For now, I will accept that answer.
Now, shall we continue? Wait, has everyone eaten already? I do not need to.
Probably not.
I mean, I could go for a bite to eat. Some good raw flesh. The pyromaniac don't need her horse, does she?
Just shut up.
Yeah, you have breakfast.
Oh yeah. By the way, those moments he is talking out loud when he's talking.
Yeah. So I see like Haru looking weirdly at my horse, and I kind of move over to the horse and start saddling it.
Maybe I pull out some trail rations, that like dried meat or something, like a jerky, and just like chew on it and like, oh, that'd be good enough for now. Keep your mouth shut.
Just ain't the same. All right, you have breakfast. Those of you who do need to eat, you saddle up. Scout is impatiently waiting at the edge of camp.
We're moving, Scout.
And as soon as you get on horseback, he takes off in the lead. So you ride most of the day following Scout's frantic trail. And we're going to come back briefly to Rachel. You've been riding, Malcolm's been leading the way. You manacled to your
Right.
horse, so you can't even like throw yourself
Right.
off the saddle.
She's
Oh, you
not
probably
gonna do that.
actually you probably have tried that
Yeah.
once, and you're just like hanging awkwardly off the saddle. The horse is annoyed. Malcolm's just like, "I'm not gonna stop to fix
I
you."
mean, to be fair, she's his prisoner.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to escape.
Yeah, no, that's totally fair, but he's just not like, "Eh, I told you I wasn't gonna stop, so I ain't stopping."
She'll like rewrite herself in the saddle if possible.
Give me an agility check.
Um,
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Alright.
You do it. It takes a little bit of effort.
yeah, because she's wounded.
Mm-hmm. and awkward because you're like manacled and hanging by your wrists. But you managed to get back into the saddle proper.
Mm-hmm. She's gonna, right herself, and then, I trusted you, Malcolm. I thought we were friends.
Give me a notice roll.
Ooh. Nope.
Okay.
Paul, he gave me this. And she's gonna just gesture to the
You say
scar.
that and twist around to, like, the fuck are you attacking? Oh.
However much he's paying you, it's not gonna help you sleep at night.
He just gives you a long stare. And he opens his mouth like he's going to say something, and then closes his mouth. Opens it again, doesn't say anything, and then just turns around, keeps going.
And then she's gonna... Good to know I'm riding with a fucking coward.
Mouth-breathing coward now
Yeah.
from that last little exchange.
Who is he, a coward? I mean, I feel like he's acting pretty cowardly right now.
He twists in his saddle. I ain't no fucking coward. An opportunist, maybe. Bounty hunter, certainly, self-described. But I ain't a coward.
I think it's a coward who takes a beaten woman back to her husband so he can beat her some more. Manacled and shackled.
Well, you'd run away otherwise.
Damn right. I don't want to get beaten again.
Look, whatever your past with your husband is, it ain't none of my business. My business is that he's paying me to take you back. Now, when you two are reunited, if you happen to have your guns on you, you're welcome to deal with him however you fucking please. So long as I get paid. I ain't your marriage counselor. I ain't his marriage counselor.
I ain't asking you to fix our marriage. I'm asking you to let me go.
And that's the one thing I can't do, sorry. Anyway, enough fucking talking. Let's just fucking ride.
She's just gonna mutter under her breath, fucking coward.
I heard that.
Good. She's gonna try this. He's leading the horse, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you do not have the reins.
Damn it. I'm gonna steer the horse away.
So eventually, after hours of riding, it's probably afternoon. You find yourselves riding up towards this kind of this sloping mountain sort of deal, and a couple of men materialize out of the underbrush. There's 5 of them. 4 of them you don't recognize. They look like the outlaw sort, pretty grim. But one man you do recognize.
Is it?
It's you remember he was a drinking buddy of your husband's. Big bear of a man, tall, bearded. You used to like him. He was real friendly for a while. But right about the same time that Paul changed, he changed too. Got cold, got mean. Gurney Hackle.
Ooh, that's quite the name.
He's there.
So are they like around us at this point, or like kind of off in the? We're approaching.
No, they're not
them?
like around. You're approaching
Okay.
them. They appear.
So she's just gonna like see Gurney and just be like, Malcolm, I'm begging you, please let me go. I'll pay you anything you want. Just don't let me go. I'm begging you. Don't send me back.
And Malcolm's just clenching his jaw, like he doesn't know how to respond. And Gurney kind of looks at you, doesn't say anything, switches his eyes over to Malcolm and says, "You're late, Locke." And Malcolm just took a little more finagling than I expected. But we better go on inside and well, I've been doing some hard riding with the prisoner here. I need to rest before I can activate the artifact. So we better hole up inside. I think her friends are hot on our trail, so might have a fight, but I got rest before I can do it.
Just like, do what? What are you talking about?
Shut up. Just shut up.
Goddamn son of a bitch, Malcolm.
Maybe. And yeah, there's a cave entrance nearby. 'Cause guess where you are? The Oregon Caves.
Nice. The moment they're gonna take Rachel off the horse, yeah.
Yeah.
The moment her feet are on the ground, she is gonna.
Unfortunately for you, it's Gurney who pulls you off the horse and unhooks your manacles from there, and he holds onto you with an iron grip.
She is like struggling, like every step of the way.
Yep, he drags you into the caves. And they climb because the caves start low, and you basically kind of climb your way up through. It's pretty twisting and turning.
They're pretty narrow and low, too.
Yeah, and Gurney Hackle just drags you the whole way.
And she's just cursing. Is Malcolm coming into the caves with us, or she's?
No, he's with you.
She's cursing Malcolm too, like just calling him every name she can think of under the sun, and she's also calling him a coward. Like, repeatedly.
Yeah. You make your way to a small cave deep inside the Oregon Caves. It's accessible only by a narrow tunnel. The men that are with Gurney kind of take up sentry positions. One's up ahead a little bit. The others are by the entrance. And Gurney kind of tosses you into a corner and just stands there watching over you. And Malcolm goes to the far side of the little cavern you're in and just sits down. Looks like he's trying to catch his breath and take a breather. It's about this time when the posse is riding up. Scouts led you this far to the entrance to... you would have missed it if Scout hadn't led you there. But it's the entrance to a cave.
Okay. Well...
I will go first. I need no light.
I hop off of Coon and...
Mm-hmm. And you see a bunch of horses tied up in front. You probably also, if you'd just been riding along, you would have been like, "Oh, what the fuck's going on here?" Because there's like 7 or 8 horses just chilling out here.
All right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna lead our horses over, like kind of off the road a little bit, so that if they get back there before us, they don't just like release all our horses or something. Mm-hmm. Just kind of make them a little out of the way or something.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'll follow.
I was the same, and Haru just hopped off of Coon, and you were going to take the horses over.
Yeah.
Haru would have just hopped off Coon, let Macario take the reins, and just started heading into the cave.
And Scout leads the way for a little bit, and then comes to stop when it starts to get to a point where it's climbing. He's clawing up. He's not barking, but he gives you a low growl. And then snuffs in the direction of the climb.
We'll get her, boy. You wait here. Guard our rear.
Athletics for climbing?
Yep. Everyone give me an athletics roll.
Oh. New critical failure rolls, huh?
Yeah. You're having a hard time of it. You're slipping and sliding,
Yeah, because I got
scraping
the same
yourself.
thing.
So you're going to take a level of fatigue.
Same thing?
No, you don't suffer fatigue.
But yeah, I rolled double.
You rolled snake eyes?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, you're certainly not helping Chen Mei's opinion of you, because you're scraping and gashing yourself, and you're not bleeding like you should, and you're not flinching like you should.
Would I still succeed? Just I took like a really rough wrap?
Yeah, this is a fail forward.
Okay. Well, I'd wrap up my hands at least so it doesn't look so terrible, from tears in the cuts and stuff.
Yeah.
I managed to hold together. I got a 5 after spinning a Benny. So.
Okay. Chen Mei?
I got an 8, so with my 2 wounds, that puts me at a 6.
Okay, so you're fine. You're making it through the tunnel. Go ahead and give me stealth rolls. You're probably not being all that stealthy on account of the 2 criticals.
Hey, Benny.
Oh, but I don't care.
I got an 11.
Okay.
10.
1.
Yeah, 10.
I rolled a
one.
4, but a -1 to my fatigue, and I figured that is why I was. Yeah, I'm not spending a bit on that.
Yeah. So some of you managed to get a little close enough. You're working your way through the tunnel. You see or through the caves, climbing and twisting and turning, and you follow this branch. You kind of hear some muffled voices talking and stuff like that. Probably hear Rachel cursing people out,
Yeah.
calling someone a coward.
Yep.
And but you also make a little bit of noise yourself.
I actually like when I hear Rachel's voice. I'm like, Rachel, Rachel, like Rachel. Yeah, like that's her, you know. And then was a little bit too excited, made too much noise.
Yeah. Who's in the lead? So
Haru.
your lead. Who's next?
Probably Daisy, and then probably Macario.
Okay.
And I'm not sure.
No, I would put myself somewhere in the middle.
Shot rings out and it's deafening in the tunnels. And you manage to jerk aside and pull Daisy out of the way as a bullet ricochets off the cave wall, and then you see a figure disappear. You see the shadow of a figure disappearing down a corridor or a tunnel.
Is it the same direction we hear Daisy's Rachel's voice?
Well, it's hard to tell direction
Yeah.
in here,
Some of the echoes.
Caves, yeah.
but yeah, you think so.
Okay, well, I'll follow in hot pursuit then.
All right.
And when he runs, I'm guessing the rest of us also run.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Initiative time. So.
And I've watched enough and learned enough that I'm not using my full katana in here. Probably just my walkie, because caves, man.
Yeah. Not a lot of room. Like I
And
said,
now we know how that gash got in the wall of the organ cave.
Yeah. All right. So Haru, you got a 10 of hearts. Daisy, you got a 9 of spades. Chen Mei, you got a 2 of spades. Macario, you got a 7 of spades. I'm not gonna deal you in, Rachel, because you're on manacled. And
For now.
for now, well,
No,
we'll deal you in. 6 of
you don't have
clubs,
to, it's fine.
Rachel.
Oh, it's quick draw holster.
I don't know what else she's gonna do besides sit there and curse at people.
Yeah, Malcolm got a 4 of diamonds. I don't think I gave him quick. Oh, but you know what I did give him? I gave him level-headed. So he gets a 6 of hearts. Gurney is going to get a 7 of clubs. And then the rest of his minions are going to get the King of Spades. Alright, so they fall back. They take up positions around the entrance. There's 4 of them. And they are armed with... it was originally thinking Winchesters, but I think in the caves rifles are a little unwieldy, so they're using revolvers. And 2 of them can take a shot, so they're going to fire at Macario first. They see you coming down. Or,
Haru.
you're Haru.
Yes.
I got a 4. So it's going to hit. Unless you have dodge or something, which I don't think you do.
No.
It wasn't a raise. Only 4 points of damage.
I have a toughness of 8.
Yeah, they wing you. Well, does that miss? Does that graze you, or is that like dead on hit, but because you're dead, you just don't stop?
I think it would hit the shoulder, but he just keeps pushing forward through
Okay.
it.
Second shot. I think this one's going to be aimed at. Well, you kept coming after you got shot the first time, so I know he misses. So that was them. Let's see. You're up.
How far away are they?
They're like 12 squares away.
What's the width of the tunnel at this point?
One person, really.
Yeah, that's
Well,
pretty
then
much
I'll.
where they are.
Actually, I'm gonna do my protection power,
Okay.
spending 3 points, so that way it's magical protection, so no AP. And I roll a D8 and a D6. 7.
Nice. So that's +2.
Yeah, +2 to my armor.
Nice. All right, so that was you. That puts Daisy next.
And I am right in front, so I am
Yeah.
the tank.
Yeah, you move forward. You're right.
So
in
we're
front.
coming, like, am I able to shoot around him or anything?
Yeah,
Or-
like if you get a critical fail, you might put a bullet or a
railroad
railroad
spike
spike
through
through
him.
his back.
All right, I'm like, this is gonna be loud and woohoo! And I try to shoot. At
Oh my
whatever the lead
God,
guy
that would be
is.
deafening.
Yeah, that is deafening.
Yeah.
Cause a cave in?
Maybe.
Oh my God, that'd be rattling so bad.
That's a 5 or a 4.
All right, that's gonna hit one of the guys.
Well, I didn't say I supercharged, so let's roll normal.
Roll it.
That's like awesome.
7, 11.
Yeah, he's toast. That was 11 damage, you said? Yeah, you see one of these guys, he leans out, they fire a couple shots, and then you hear that distinctive woo woo!
Yes.
And one of the guys like leans out with his revolver to take a shot, and then you just see like blood and guts and bones spray out his back, and he drops to the ground. And then like in the wall, probably uncomfortably close to you, a railroad spike just ka-chunk.
She's like, woo!
Well, Daisy's here.
She's gonna like shout out, I'm in here! Daisy!
And
Can you hear me say your name out loud?
Macario, you're up.
Probably.
Probably not, but she saw the rail spike.
You recognize
Yeah.
Rachel's voice.
So Macario's going to crouch down, making himself like a smaller target for all these bullets that are flying overhead.
Mm-hmm.
And he's actually going to pull out this little concoction that he made. It's basically a confetti bomb where you pull the string and a bunch of confetti shoots up in the air. And he's going to use that as like a sort of smoke cloud to make it harder to shoot the team.
Okay.
And that's deflection.
Okay. Deflection only affects you though.
I can spend power points to make it affect more than just me.
okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
2 extra per person affected.
I'm going to spend it to affect her and him. Or her and her.
Okay.
Daisy and Chen.
And Chen Mei. All right. Cool.
And that's a simple success, so we're all at -2 to be shot. Or
Nice.
yeah,
Power modifiers for the win.
5 turns.
That's awesome.
So
Yeah,
that's part of the new rules?
yeah.
That's
There's
cool.
Confederate Confederacy. Oh no.
Oh no.
There's a cloud of confetti all over the place.
These people are like, oh my God, this whistle went off, this guy died, and confetti pops out.
So you shout, oh, I'm in here, and Gurney turns around and kicks you in the ribs hard,
Son of a bitch.
and then he turns back towards the cave and he steps forward, and he levels a shotgun. He's gonna fire at you there. Oh dear, Haru. That's a 12.
I think so.
Yeah.
That's a raise.
Ow. 15, 17,
17,
22.
22 points of damage.
Okay, so
Toughness is 8,
yeah,
or is it 10?
8.
It's 8 after the spell. Okay.
Oh well. Oh wait, no, 10 after the spell.
10 after the spell. So that's 10 shaken and 3 wounds. You gonna take it or you want to soak it?
I will attempt to soak. And that's a vigor roll, right?
Yeah.
It's been a while. My brain's forgetting.
Yeah, no worries.
7.
7? Well, that will soak 1 wound.
You got that blue Benny if you want to spend it.
And that red one. Oh, a reminder. So when you're spending bennies, if you benny a roll and then you roll snake eyes, that overrides your original roll. And you can't spend any more bennies.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, because if on your original roll you roll snake eyes, you can't roll a Benny. That makes sense.
D6.
Okay.
Really hurt. Suck.
1, so 8 total.
Man, that's 2.
So that's
8.
two.
That's 2 wounds. So you take 1 wound from the shotgun blast.
And I'm not shaken. Though?
You are shaken.
Still
yes.
shaken. Okay.
Still shaken. But you get the slight pleasure, I guess, in seeing kind of this look of concern cross his face as he like blows a hole through your chest, and you don't stop.
I kind of look down at the hole in my chest and look back up at him, and I just kind of like.
And yeah, you're wheezing. You just got kicked in the chest, and you look over. You're glaring at Gurney, and he fires, and then you see this like, oh fuck, look on his face. And it's Malcolm's turn. Malcolm gets up, moves over towards where you're at, and he's playing with his coin. He's got his silver dollar out, and he's reaching into his pocket. What are you doing?
After like kicked in the ribs, wounded in the guts, so definitely winded, but she's gonna do her best to just tackle around the like. When you say manacled, like manacled or
They're
manacled.
gonna have
There's a little bit of give.
4 inches is the maximum usually.
Yeah.
So she's just gonna tackle Gurney around like the legs, trying to
Okay.
just bring him down.
Give me an athletics roll first. Or you know what? It is going to be an athletics roll, but it's going to be at a -2 on top of your wounds because you're manacled.
Yeah, this is gonna be probably. Basically, she's just flinging her body into him to knock him out of the way so he can't get another shot off on Haru. Well, 7 minus 5.
Is 2.
Yeah, we'll spend a penny on that.
Okay.
Nope, that's worse.
All right. Yeah, you start to jump forward, and like Malcolm steps on your leg manacles, and you fall short. Chen Mei, you're up.
From where I'm at in the cave, do I have access to attack?
You can push your way forward a bit.
Okay. And is somebody actually holding Rachel right now? Like, is
Kind of. You can't really see Rachel. You can see a couple of guys standing at the mouth of the cavern.
and I can see enough to see that like Rachel wouldn't be in the way if I like.
Right. You can't. Rachel's not in the way. You've heard her voice in there, but you haven't like seen her.
Oh, I still need to get another knife. I'm gonna use my Derringer and shoot at the one that's closest to me.
Okay, that's probably Gurney.
That's okay. That's
he's
The one that shot me with a shotgun.
Yeah, he's the one that's the most out in the open.
And he's a little...
Yeah, he just blew someone away with a shotgun, and that someone didn't crumple to the floor in a heap of blood and bone.
In fact, just looked angrier.
Yeah.
okay, well, I'm gonna try to shoot at Gurney.
Okay.
And hopefully not cave in the. I'm gonna Benny that.
Okay.
I got a 4, but with my win penalty. Can I Benny again?
Absolutely, yeah. As
Okay.
long as it's not Snake Eyes.
No, it's a 2. Well, that's better.
Hey, boxcars. Nice.
11 minus 2 is 9.
Is what?
9.
Oh, that's a raise.
Yeah. Okay. So
Think Derringer does just straight
It's-
2d6.
it's 2d6, and then do I add a
You add
an
a d6
extra
for your raise,
d6
yeah.
for the raise? Yeah. Okay. 6.
6.
Mhm.
So
AP1 though.
another one of those changes to the rules is you can spend bennies on damage rolls now if you want.
I think I'm running low on bennies. I'm gonna stick with that 6.
Okay. 6 damage. Let me double check here. I think he's shaken. Although he's a bear of a man. He's brawny. He is not shaken.
Well, he's also not gonna be able to move very much because he's a big man in a little cape.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, Haru, you got a Queen of Hearts.
Spades.
Yes, spades.
Black hearts.
Daisy, you got a King of Clubs. Oh, Chen Mei, you got the Joker. Player got the Joker, so hat goes around, everyone take a Benny. Except for me.
Woohoo!
Macario, you got the 3 of spades. Rachel, you got the 3 of diamonds.
Makes sense.
Malcolm got ace of clubs. Gurney got the queen of clubs. His mooks got the 4 of clubs. And so it's been a round, been some shots fired, there's been a lot of yelling, and then you hear something echoing from the tunnels beyond. It's like a screeching sound, a skittering, chortling sort of. Well, no, not like that at all, actually. Just this weird sound. High pitched. Kind of like a scree. And it's echoing through the caves. Chen Mei, do you want to go first? You got the Joker, so you go whenever you want.
Yeah, I want to attack
Alright, so
what's his name?
Gurney.
Gurney. I keep on calling him Gunther. So I'm gonna shoot at him again with my Derringer.
Okay. Roll +2, because
Because I got a juke.
Joker.
Oh, that's nice. That just negates my wounds. 7?
7, that's going to hit.
Okay.
You get +2 to your damage as well.
10.
10. Ooh, he's shaking.
Okay.
Yeah, that bullet zings a little too close to home, and he has to duck back behind cover.
Okay.
And now it's Malcolm's turn. Malcolm gets this kind of like, what the fuck was that look? And then he finishes fishing in his pocket, and he drops something in front of you.
Is it the keys?
It is the key.
Yes.
And then he drops your gun belt in front of you as well. Like he's been carrying it over his shoulder or something. And he just drops it in front of you. And he mutters something about like, I've had enough of this bullshit. And he starts fingering that coin, and then he disappears.
Just vanishes?
Just vanishes. It's kind of like a...
Ooh.
Really
Rachel's
wanted to trip
just
him on the
like-
way out.
What?
I really wanted to trip him as you ran out.
I gotta wait till my turn to act though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Rachel is just like, God damn.
Well, you're what you were telling him got to him.
Good. Maybe she won't shoot him on sight if she ever runs into him
Yeah.
again.
I just had to wait for the most dramatic moment possible.
I'd just like to declare that if he goes through the confetti, I want a chance to see him.
Wow.
Little paper bits.
Oh, crap.
He might have just teleported too.
He could have just teleported.
Yeah.
Daisy, you're up.
All right, so he just blinked out of existence.
Yeah, but you probably didn't see that.
Yeah, probably not. What else? Like the big dude is still there.
Big dude's still there. He kind of pulled back in cover. There's a couple of other guys that are well, there's one other guy who's near the cave entrance. He's got some cover. And then there's another 2 guys that are theoretically there. Unless
Theoretically?
Yeah, unless Rachel's been oh fuck, I lost the word. Hallucinating this whole thing. But there's also that sound you heard.
Yeah. Well, what are these other folks doing? Like, do they look scared of this sound?
A little bit. They certainly look concerned. There's a lot of like, what the fuck was that noise?
Well, I think I need to respond to the sound by letting off a train whistle and shooting at something.
Who are you shooting at?
So I'm just gonna do one of the mooks, the one mook that I can see.
Okay. So yeah, he's got a little bit of cover, -2, except you rolled really well.
Yeah, I only rolled a 7, which is a 6. So -2 is a 4. It's still a hit.
Still a hit. Yep. All right,
And I
damage.
still keep on not saying I'm doing whatever. 2d6. Oh!
Oh, he's toast.
Yeah, it's 15 damage.
Yep. Ka-chunk.
Through the
Who
rock
needs
of
to
cover.
spend more power
Yeah.
points right
Yeah, it, like he's hiding behind cover, and it's just thin enough that you put that railroad spike right through it, and just. Macario,
No.
you are shaking.
No.
What do you mean no?
Macario is that guy. I'm Haru.
Well,
And I'm not shaken.
You're just gonna have to change your name.
And your microphone.
And your microphone. Haru, it's your turn.
Shaken, so I roll vigor to...
Isn't it Spirit 10?
It's Spirit 10 shake.
Oh, well, Jesus, make it easier then.
You got the spirit. Yes, you
Well,
do.
that also makes sense. If you have a demon inside of you, it'd be harder to shake you.
10.
Yeah, you unshaken, you can act.
Okay, I move, draw my, well...
I thought they were already drawn.
Yeah,
I was under the impression they were drawn.
drew my walkie. I'm not going to draw my katana here because room-wise. And I'm going to attack a Gurney.
Gurney? Okay.
8. My attack
8?
roll. Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to hit, I think. Let me double check here. It's not going to raise, but it's going to hit.
Okay. I'll keep it for now. 8 damage.
Oof. That will shake him. Was he already shaken? He was already shaken.
Was he?
So that wounds him.
Yeah, because I think Chen Mei.
Yeah, Chen Mei shook him.
Yeah, that's right.
As I cut into him, you have kidnapped my friend. For that, you deserve only death.
Which I think I may have said loud enough for Rachel to hear in her little...
Oh, yeah. Well, Rachel,
Yeah,
you're like fiddling with the keys and your guns, and you look up and you see Gurney stumble back of a shallow cut across him, and Haru is standing there in the entrance to the cave. And it's his turn. He's going to try and unshake. He does. And he's going to level that shotgun. He's going to shoot at you again. Why won't you die, you son of a bitch? Got a 6. That's going to hit. Well, it's a 5, actually, for his wound. That's a 13 on
5
damage.
over.
So you're shaking again. Oh, 5 over?
Yeah, my toughness... Well, no, wait, no. My toughness is 10 because I forgot of my armor. So
Okay, that's just a shaken result.
it's just shaken.
Yeah.
Once again, shotgun. This time even closer.
Yeah. And he's not stopping.
Not stopping.
The other two guys are going to take shots at you. They were kind of freaking out a little bit because, yeah, they just watched you take 2 blasts of the shotgun and not slow down much. And they were hearing this other weird noise. And there's this weird train whistling thing that's... Every time they hear it, someone dies.
And one guy just vanished. Just straight up vanished.
Oh, I don't think they notice that.
Oh, okay.
They're probably going to like, hey, where's Malcolm Locke? Neither of them hit, and they're shooting wild, like, ah! Oh god, oh god, oh god! Macario.
Screwed up. Your god has abandoned you.
So Macario's gonna head over to this guy that's messing around with the shotgun, Gurney, and he's gonna basically tie his shoelaces together and give him like a kick in the knee as sort of a taunt, distraction sort of thing, if that works.
Okay. You're looking to use your taunt skill. Against him, right?
Basically. I'm trying to figure out a way to do it.
I'm going to resist with my agility since you're trying to tie his shoelace. Wait, he's got boots.
No.
You could just insult him.
You could pants
I was
him.
about to say,
Yeah.
undo his belt and just watch his pants fall down.
Sure, I'll do that. I'll undo his belt.
Okay. It's going to be agility because he's going to be like, hey, what are you doing? This ain't the time and place.
At least buy me a drink first.
So that's a 7.
I got 5. Actually, it's a 4 with his wound.
All right. So I'm going to make him distracted. He suffers -2 to all rolls until the end of his next turn.
Oof. Yeah, he's like, "Arr!" He's trying to pull his pants back up.
First lady
He's
is
dropping his
here.
shotgun. Rachel,
So, yeah, picking up the keys.
grabbing the
And-
keys. You get yourself unmanacled.
Oh, okay. Is that the whole action?
Yeah, I think so. Between
feel like that's
getting the
fair,
manacles
yeah.
off you and getting your gun
Yeah.
belt back around your
I
waist
I
there.
think that's totally
Yeah,
fair.
the comforting feel of rage and retribution at your sides. And so Gurney is kind of backed up against the wall of the cave there. He's fiddling with his belt, and he's cussing at Macario.
And he's Haru got like a death glare right in his
Right.
face the entire
Well,
time too.
You're glaring at him, and then you see like the cave wall behind him kind of start to peel away, and then you see someone kind of come forward, and there's a snick of mandibles that cuts right through Gurney's throat, and his head goes rolling forward in a spray of blood and surprise.
As much as I'm appreciative that this man has died, I am fearing what has been that wall much worse.
Yes, because whatever it is that came through the wall behind him, it looks like a centipede, only much, much larger, with huge razor-sharp mandibles, and it rears up from the cave wall where it entered from and screes. And then you hear more burrowing, and another one of the thugs kind of gives this and you kind of look over to the side, and there's another one of these things that's come out of the wall, then burrowed through his back and out his abdomen.
I suggest we leave. Rachel seems to have her guns. We can leave now.
And the last guy that's still standing is like, wait, what about?
Don't care.
You answered your own question.
And these things are coming out of the walls, the tunnel where the rest of you are at. These things, and they're skittering forward. And then Daisy, you're like swinging your railgun to try and get a shot at one of these when you hear kind of a, and then you feel someone's hand against your shoulder, and the next thing you know, you're standing outside the caves.
Okay.
All of us are standing outside the caves?
No, Daisy is.
Daisy.
I, as a player, know exactly who did this.
And you're all, the rest of you don't notice in the confusion of everything that Daisy suddenly disappeared. But you're seeing more of these things just crawl forward. None have gotten within reach of taking an action against, but you're getting overwhelmed with the fact that this cave is swarming with these centipede things.
Rachel's trying to shakily, load bullets into her gun.
Tunnel critters. And then Chen Mei, you're loading bullets back into your Derringer because you fire 2 shots. And you kind of feel a whoosh of wind, another and then a hand on your shoulder, and the next thing you know, you're outside standing next to Daisy, and you hear another.
I'm grabbing Rachel, I'm moving to Rachel to kind of help her and grab her because I see that she's injured. So.
Out of the corner of your eye, you see a figure appear, and then Macario disappears.
Well,
And Macario, you suddenly find yourself outside.
feel like we came to save Rachel, and Rachel's not in the cave, so I think we should go.
Rachel's still in the cave.
Oh, Rachel's
Yeah, Haru's got an arm around her and his walkie up
Right.
move her way out of here.
And then you hear that sound that. Boom.
She's grabbing your wrist, hey, it looks like we're going to die together, friend.
And you feel hands on both your shoulders, and Malcolm Locke says, "I don't think so today." And you're outside.
Well, we're all here.
With Malcolm?
Nope, Malcolm's nowhere to be seen.
Oh.
Maybe very briefly then.
Am I the only one left in the cave now?
No,
you
got
the second one out.
Okay.
I move over to Kuhn and grab some spare bandages I have and start at least wrapping over the areas where I got shotgun blasts and kind of covering myself up.
Actually, let's say Malcolm is there.
Oh, he is?
He's standing a fair distance away. He's got some sort of it looks almost kind of like a compass, if a compass were made out of stone.
I was wondering about the artifact that was mentioned earlier.
And he says, "Guess you were right, Deputy Kennedy. Couldn't sit by and let that happen.
Good.
Your husband ain't gonna quit. Don't rightly know exactly why he's after you, but he's coming. And what he's bringing with him ain't like anything this valley is ready for. If I were you, I'd run far. I'd go overseas far. This valley ain't ready. You ain't ready for what's coming. And I ain't sticking around."
Well,
That man Ross,
what about him?
what Flint's got with him is worse. And it wants Ross.
Ross can take care of himself. But
what's coming? If you care about this valley, if you care about the people here, kill Ross. Because so long as he's still amongst the living, this valley is going to be between a stone and a hard place, and you don't want to be there.
well, Malcolm, you shot me, you kidnapped me, you chained me up, you took my
No.
guns,
Shot you again.
I
shot
you
me again.
with a bullet that didn't do no permanent
But
harm.
you did get me out of that cave, and you tossed me the keys. The way I reckon it, we're square.
Sounds good enough for me.
I'd like to try to toss a lasso out and rip the artifact out of his hands if he's like playing with it.
Oh, he's not really playing with it. He's gripping it. It's not like his silver dollar that he was toying with. He's just got it in his hand.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Okay.
What was all that about, that ritual? What were you guys talking about back there?
I was bullshitting them. See, I've been listening to all what you were saying, and I needed to have to think about it. Oh, the ritual, the artifact.
The artifact.
I know a couple of hexes, one of which is usIn, getting from one place to another real fast like. This artifact boosts some abilities. And I think I'm going to use it. Bye.
Damn it. I was going to try to shoot him with a ghost bullet.
Yeah, he's gone.
I want to know how it made that.
And yeah, it's a long ride. It's not that long a ride, but it feels like a long ride getting back to Jacksonville.
On the ride back, I want to ask her something that I don't understand. So they take you to a cave with giant centipedes. Why?
Wish I knew, Macario. Malcolm was... Well, he said he had a bounty to bring me back to a place I don't want to go.
Centipedes?
Well, that.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Well, suppose you ought to know. I used to be married to, well, no easy way to say this. He's a right all abusive son of a bitch. And
I probably knew because we traveled long before.
he got me in the way of expecting, and when I decided that I couldn't raise a baby in that house, he did not take kindly to that decision. So I shot him and left him. Thought I'd killed him. Apparently not. Malcolm said he was hired to bring me back.
Even if you did kill him, Rachel, he may not have forgotten.
I hadn't thought of that.
We need to hunt him down for you?
Glad to see that you're all right, Rachel.
Appreciate you guys coming after me.
Always.
But, is everyone okay? The town? What happened?
The town is well. There's been some losses, but it is still standing.
Ross all right?
He's all right.
He's more than. He helped set me straight in finding you.
Ross, didn't we see him riding real fast by as we were leaving?
Yes, I presume to help me with my issues. If you remember, Macario, Ross knows about my condition. Not going to give up Ross's condition with Chen Mei because I don't know how much...
No, she doesn't know that.
Yeah, so he knows about my condition.
Well, I couldn't ask for a finer group of friends.
Yeah, once the town was under control, we came out to find you.
Where's, Scout?
Oh, Scout's there.
Scout's like, like immediately at your feet. Like,
Yeah, Scout's.
Oh my God.
She
Yeah.
would have had like a big old
Scout
tearful
comes
reunion.
bounding over to you.
Scout helped us find you.
He deserves all kinds of treats.
like lick the pot clean every camp.
Buy my dog a steak when we get back.
So should the name of this episode be The Power of Friendship? So you make it back to Jacksonville. What are you doing there, Deputy?
Seeing a doctor, I would imagine. Like, she's got 3 wounds.
Dr. Briars?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
probably exhausted and wounded, and...
Yeah, he gives you once over. He tells you there's not much he can immediately do, but he binds up some of your wounds. And, recommends you get some bed rest.
Yeah. She's probably gonna follow the doctor's orders this time.
Smoking a shitload of tobacco, drinking a shitload of alcohol. Not because it'll get me drunk, but it'll cover over my dead person smell.
Yep.
And taking a nap.
She's gonna probably go to her sister's. She doesn't want to be alone.
You're leaving the doctor's office. And you open the door, and Ross is standing there, glaring, arms crossed.
You didn't go see Ross first?
No.
Oh.
She went to...
Because if she would have gone to see him first, he would have been like, go see a fucking doctor, then come see me. So either way, she was...
Just real casual. Just real casual, like. She's gonna tip her hat. Ross.
Kennedy? Glad to see you're all right.
Glad to see you ain't dead.
Where the fuck... That ain't funny.
Actually, it's good. It's kind of funny.
Town's all right. I'm still me. Glad to see you're all right. What the fuck happened?
Well, I don't rightly understand it myself. Parts are a bit hazy. But basically, Malcolm Locke is a son of a bitch.
Never trust a federal marshal.
Goddamn right.
Not even going to tell him the truth about Malcolm Locke.
No, she'll like...
Didn't like him when he showed up. Didn't shoot him because had to keep up pretenses about being an officer of the law.
Ross, you are an officer of the law.
Fuck. I'm just here to kill the scary shit. You're the officer of the law.
Damn right. And this officer is going to bed.
Right. I expect a full report in a couple of days.
Yeah, there's something I need to talk to you about.
Okay. Something I need to know, like, right now? Something we need to go to my office to talk about?
It's going to need to be a private conversation.
Alright, let's go over to my office. If it's urgent.
It's urgent, but it's not anything I think that can't wait a couple of hours.
Alright. Go get some rest, deputy. That's an order. I will lock you back up in a cell.
I'm trying to go get rest right now, Ross.
Alright.
I'm going to be at my sister's.
Okay, good. Glad you're back.
Thanks.
I did not want to train a new deputy.
Yeah, I pity the poor soul who has to step into...
Yeah, well, not everyone's as open to learning about the scary shit in our world. And it's just a pain in the ass to find someone who can shoot straight. So, you've been an adequate deputy thus far, and would not want to have to start from scratch.
Ross, that's the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
Don't let it go to your head. Get some rest, deputy. Like I said, glad you're safe.
Glad you're still standing in one piece, more or less.
Takes more than a couple of nose ferrets, as the Rangers call them, to take me down. Alright, does anyone else have any other scenes they want to go through?
Sleep off my fatigue.
Don't think so.
Alright. Alright. Awesome. Close the episode here. Hope you all enjoyed this session. Season 2, Episode 1 comeback. Listeners, I hope you enjoyed, listening to this. And yeah, we'll catch you all next time. My name's Ben. I've been here with Rosemary, Austin, Trisha, Ed, and Nick S. This has been Season 2, Episode 1 of Valley of Famine, and we are excited to be back. I'm excited to be back, and you all have a good, whatever time of day it is you're listening to this. It's night for us, so have a good night. Later.